So we're starting the new series, which is type of data, or data types. First one is called the fizzle out. And this is defined as the never-ending cycle of matching but never connecting. This is specific to online dating, digital dating, whether that's using apps, swiping apps such as Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, Match.com, Plenty of Fish, etc., etc. So as you look through these steps, make sure you do a little bit of reflection on applying it to your life. Okay, so don't look at it as faraway concepts. Make sure you personalize these. That way you're able to do your own internal feedback. So without further ado, the first step, swiping on apps. Now, here's the thing. These apps, these companies that create these apps like a Tinder, Bumble, they understand what's going to make someone addicted to these apps, right? Swiping is so easy, doesn't take a lot of brain power, but yet it can quickly give you that instant gratification. Think about it. The same swiping motions you're doing is similar to something you would do on for example, a Candy Crush, or swiping left and right on some photos that you're looking at through other social media apps such as like an Instagram or Facebook. So they understand that brain patterns see this as a predictable action, a very easy action. So that's step number one. Number two is the match part. This is kind of what I alluded to about the instant gratification piece. This is what makes digital dating addicting compared to like a Match, which Match, when it first started back in the mid-90s, emphasized long messages, writing each other, more of a pen pal type of approach. Now digital dating is bam, instant gratification, lots of options, throw spaghetti on the wall, short messages. So number three, the initial messages. Okay, this can last anywhere from 2 to 4 days. It's a stage where you're super excited. If you're doing it the right way, which we'll talk about in other videos, you are developing that curiosity and that chemistry. And that can last anywhere from 2 to 4 days on average. And that's where most of the time the man wants to ask for the phone number in a heterosexual type of situation. So you move to texting. Now, the thing about texting is that it personalizes the situation, right? Now you are in the same league as close family and friends. You are now in the texting column instead of the digital dating area. So it's almost like taking someone outside of a dingy bar and now you're introducing them to a more personal world. Plus, on top of that, there is zero excuse to not see a text message. So again, there's this increased level of responsibility that both parties have when it comes to the process of dating. And on top of that, yes, realistically, you're still an option, but now you're an option that has made it into texting. And there's a little bit more vulnerability when you go into texting because you can obviously call them. And yes, you can get blocked, but at the same time, you got that person's phone number. So you can always go back and shoot them a quick text. You can get on FaceTime. You could call them. So there's a higher level there from getting away from a Tinder, Bumble, or whatever app you're using. Step number 5 is you exchange text messages. And this can go on for 3 to 5 days. Again, you're excited. You're curious about each other. You're making each other laugh. There's a lot of wit. Again, if you're doing it the right way. And then what ends up happening in those 3 to 5 days? You've gone back to the app. You've looked at other options, better looking options, people that engage with you a little bit more. Or you simply get so busy with work and life that witty side of you can only last so long. So what ends up happening is either busy life or boredom sets in. And after a while, a couple things happen. Either you feel too guilty that you've waited so long to text that person back that you don't respond at all and you end up ghosting. You realize how much work dating is. So again, boredom sets in and you're not accountable. You don't tell that person that you're just a little bit overwhelmed, again, you ghost them or you leave them a little short message or you don't respond at all. Or it's one of those things where, again, you're addicted to options. You are knee deep into the online dating game, but you enjoy the thrill of the instant gratification and the hits of dopamine that hit your brain that say, ooh, you're wanted, you're seen as attractive. But you know what? I want more of that. I'm kind of getting bored with this normal conversation. I want more options. I want to see more pictures. I want to keep swiping. I kind of miss the swiping stuff, the left and right, versus texting this person, and all of a sudden here I'm answering questions. So that framed it. Okay, that's part one of this. So again, I want you to personalize this. Take about 5-second break. I'm going to do a quick little breather here, and then we're going to move on to why you think this way and what to do to counter it.